artist and author Karen Campbell, and I love to draw fun fab faces. What is that? They are faces that are easy and fun and fabulous to draw. So today, that is what we are going to do. So I have a whole book series called How to Draw Fun Fab Faces, and this is going to be based off of the very first book. That's right. So we're going to start right on page 6 and 7, which is drawing an oval. And why don't you come and draw along with me? If you've never drawn an oval before, I suggest moving and doing lots of ovals. Kind of just doing a ton until it starts feeling comfortable for you. Especially if you've never done this before, it's kind of weird feeling. So go ahead and just do lots until you have like a whole bunch down. And when you feel comfortable with that, okay, usually there's one that kind of starts standing out as like the best one. You can kind of push down a little bit harder with your pencil to kind of make that the one. Picking the one out. There she is. Nice oval. Okay. Here, we can even draw the one that's on the cover. Why don't we do that? Oh, and right away, she's got a little curvy neck. So I'm going to start right from this side, and I'm going to swoosh. Have this come right off like this. Okay, and I'm just going to move over a little bit and do that one on the other side. You can do that too. Okay. Then the next step is to draw a line down the middle. Okay. And then we can also divide that in half and do one across the middle just like that. Okay, we are moving right along. And also, so you don't actually have to buy the book. I actually put all these guidelines into a single PDF for you. So if you would like that, just let me know in the comment section. I can just shoot you over a link and you can pick that up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in all our guidelines. So let's divide that in half again. Okay, where that cross one was, in the middle, we're going to put another line. And as you can see on the sheet, this is the eye line, this is the nose line, and the next line is going to be the mouth. So we're going to divide that in half again, and that is going to be the mouth line. Isn't that weird that the eye line is so far down? It's kind of weird when you think about it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put 3 eyes across, which is also kind of weird because why would you have 3 eyes across? Well, that third one turns out, and these need to be the same size, that actually gives you the proper width between the eyes. Isn't that so interesting? So what I do is I do the middle one first, and I make it a squished oval. And if you're following along in the book, that is exactly what I call them. Okay, they are squished ovals. Okay, practice, practice, practice. So there's lots of different ways to make these ovals. Okay, so you can do them over and over and over again. Okay, and then we're gonna add the tear ducty things and we're gonna make a point after we're done. But this 3-step in doing that oval in the middle is actually super important, okay? So we have our guideline sheet. So important. And now we're going to do these same eyes on either side. You might have to do lots. You might have to practice lots. That's okay. Okay, now we're going to put another oval right on our crosshairs, our nose. Okay, and then we're going to do actually like the same oval we did for the eyes. We can actually put down here for the mouth. Isn't that so weird? And that's all of I call them placeholders because they're holding the place of our facial features. Okay? Now we get to add the tear ducty thingies that I was just showing you. And I'll zoom in nice and close. Okay, so we're going to add little tear ducts. So what I like to do is I do like I come down here like a little point just in the diagonal. Okay, and then you can come up, and then over, and then we can use our ovals exactly to trace the top of the eye. Okay, and then immediately I'm going to come over here and do this one. Same exact thing. I go in the corner, I chop across, and then I use that oval top to show me exactly where to go. Okay, and by doing the eyes at the same time, line by line, chances are you'll get them a lot more symmetrical. A lot of people struggle with that, but that's a little cheat. Then we're going to come up and up. And then again, look, our oval's right here for us. So we just trace that. And then this one, the eye goes up and it meets it right up at the top. Every eye is different, and every face drawing is an opportunity to try and draw a brand new person. So that's super fun. It never gets old. It never ever gets old. All right, so that one looks a little bigger than that one. So now's a good time to fix that if you want to, but really truly don't get caught up in being perfect, because no human eyes are perfectly symmetrical. My eyes are really not perfectly symmetrical, and now that I can see it, I can never unsee it. It's really annoying. So just know it's very normal to not have perfectly symmetrical eyes. It's all good. Okay, let's make our nose. Let's turn to the page on noses also, because there's lots of different ways that we can draw noses. But here's a 4 easy steps, and this is, we're going to start with parentheses. You know what parentheses are when you're writing a word, and then you're going to add some little nostrils, and then we're going to join them up, and then we can just add a little boop at the top. Okay, so that's on page 29. So let's do that right now. So we're going to do a parentheses on either side of our oval. I'm going to zoom way in so you can totally see. Okay, then I made 2 little flat circles like that. I joined them together, which it was already together. My nose is actually done already right now, right? It's totally done. And then all I did was I made the line on top a little bit darker so we could see that. Okay, it'll make more sense too when we erase all of our extra crazy lines that are kind of in the way. Look how easy and fast we did that nose though. Good job. All right, now I like to do 2 little lines like that. It helps me figure out where my mouth is supposed to go. So her mouth is like it's a little far from her nose. So I could have dropped her nose a little bit, but guess what? I'm going to leave it, because every time we draw a face, we have a new opportunity to draw a different kind of face. So let's just make them all different. Ooh, I forgot I was going to draw the girl on the cover. So her lips, her lips have a different mouth. So I'm going to copy those. So for that mouth, it's kind of like, wee. It's kind of like a low little dip on either side. And then it goes whoop, and then whoop on this side. So that's kind of fun. It's like a wide, like letter M. And then the middle of her mouth kind of goes like this. And then this one is super kind of like this. It's like really low. Oh, look how cute and smiley she is. And then she has a little chin line that goes like that. Look at her. Now I know those pesky lines are still in there, but we're going to erase them in just a second. Now she needs eyelids. There's a whole section on eyelids in the book that will help you with that. But she has pretty small eyelids. You can also do great big eyelids well. But we're going to be doing lots of faces. So don't worry, we'll try all the new ones as time goes by. Okay, so we're going to have small eyelids, and then her eyebrows, we're going to put a line right here and here. See where the tear duct things are? That's where we're going to put lines. Okay, and then our eyebrows are going to start here. And I'm just doing a little scoochy line, and then whoop, it just goes up like that. That's all you need for a cute little eyebrow. And then over here we go and then whoop, we're going to scoot off to the left. Look how happy she is. And she doesn't even have eyes yet. For the eyes, no problem. This is important though. For the eyes, you want to make sure that we're cutting off the color part of the eye. That's hugely important. Okay, when we get to the eyes, opened up right to the page. Can you see this? That the eyes, if we were going to draw a circle, because your iris, which is the color part of your eye, is a full circle. But your eyelids, top and bottom, should chop them off. See, you can see the dotted line showing that. So that's how you get your eyes to not look like bugged out and crazy, which is super normal if you're new to drawing eyes. Okay, so then you just end up drawing a little curved line on either side. That's it. Sometimes it's hard to make them the same size, so you can use a circle template or trace something. In your environment, that's a circle. And then here's a little hot tip. You can just make this like a letter C. Like a letter C on either side for the pupils. She's like the happiest little thing in the whole world. I love her. Okay, so now we just have to put in some little ears. And for ears, I'm just going to do a letter C, and it's right between the eye and nose line, so you know exactly where to go. We're just going to do a letter C, and this is a backwards letter C. Okay? Look how pretty she is. She's so pretty. And then you just erase all the extra. Erase all the extra. And she's got a lot in here. I will put my supply links in the description box for you. Okay, I know she had lots and lots of ovals, remember? It's okay. She's so cute. She's so cute already. Okay, that's good enough. And then this is a fun little hair hack. Okay, so we have her cute little oval face. Now for the headband, so she has this cute little headband. It's actually super easy. You can just, we're gonna push down on her top of her head. It's almost an egg circle, head circle. Woo! My paper is really smooth, so my pencil's going everywhere. And then, you know how I had all these circles? So pick one of the ones that are smaller. And that becomes the front of the headband. Okay, so now we have the top of the headband and the back. I'm sorry, the back of the headband and the front of the headband. Okay, so that's our headband. And then we're gonna pick a point on the side. Okay, and we're just gonna do a wavy line like this. We're gonna do 4. So that's 1, 2, okay, 3, woo, 4, okay, and then we're gonna do 1 on this side, 1. Okay, hers has a little bit more glamorous down that way. And then we're gonna come back up here on the back side of the headband. And we're gonna do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I don't know, a couple on here. So we're gonna do the widest one first, and we're gonna make that one big. Okay, so that one goes 1. Let's come down here a little bit and do another one. Okay, 2. And we can do, let's see, another one here. And another one here. And then we're going to come back to that same point, and then we're going to go this other way. Okay, so the first one's going to be big. And we're going to move over a little bit and do another squiggle. And then we'll do one more by the ear. And we're going to come down. She's so freaking cute. Okay, now her face is a little lopsided. She's got like a bigger cheek on this side than this side. So that's no worries. I'm just gonna come in here and maybe just make that side a little bit thinner. That's easy. Easy peasy. Okay. And then we just have to put on her little eyelashes. She's gonna be so cute. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We can just do 3. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe give her some bottom ones too. All right. So that is how to draw a fun fab face. And actually, she's like the cute little sister of the book cover. Now, there's a whole kind of method for coloring my fun fab faces. That's my favorite way, which is to color in markers. And just so happens that 5 minutes before I sat down to film this, I got some new markers. Amazon was so lovely to come and deliver them for me. And so I got this grayscale set from Tombow. I've never used Tombow alcohol-based markers before. I always use other brands like Ohuhu and Artbeak and Copic, which will look like these. I do use Tombow markers, and they're water-based actually, and these ones are alcohol-based. So I'm going to try them out, but I'm going to do all this coloring over on my mixed media channel, because that's where I mix and match all different sorts of mediums like color pencils and markers and watercolor and acrylics and all sorts of things. So if you want to see how I'm going to color this girl, you can just click this video on the screen and it'll take you right over there, and I'll see you over and we will experiment with my new markers and color her all in. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to share it with a friend, that would be great, and I'll see you in the next video.